Evening sun shines, moon shines. It's about 9:30, so that would be the moon. And we are in the waning part of the moon, the waning cycle. I don't know if it's gibbous or whatever it is. It's one of them. So anyways, I'm sitting here and I'm doing a foot peel. You're gonna see. That's the hurt ankle. There's my foot peel bag. So yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Caitlin, Stormy's daughter, she's all they got home this evening and she's like, "Hey Candy, I have an extra foot peel. You want it?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So we'll see. Stormy said that in a week or so, I should be experiencing copious amounts of skin falling off my feet. This is what we do to stay lovely. Anyway, it would be lovely to be, any lady would be lucky to be with me. But I just have a very high opinion of myself at the moment. I mean, I want to be with some chick who has copious amounts of skin falling off her feet. Why not? Hey Google, turn it down. That was pretty loud. I like this song a lot though. I don't know why. You know, and I am finding lately I don't really like music. I mean, it's okay. Of course I love music and, you know, whatever. But I find that a lot of the music I used to like just doesn't resonate. It just makes me, I'm just like, I can't listen to this. And I'm forcing myself. I'm like, I used to like it, but I can't like it anymore. I mean, I can see the beauty it once had, but I don't know. I could probably come up with 10 songs that I really like, and then that's probably it. Maybe not even 10 songs. Who knows? Maybe more. Probably more. It's probably more. I'm not that much of a cynic. Now I just find that, you know, like, I feel like I need something to feed my mind constantly. Like, so, I don't know. And then I went to do DoorDash today. I did DoorDash today, and it started out good. I, you know, super excited. I got like this, my first order was awesome. It was like, I think it was my first, maybe it was, no, it was my, it would have been my third, I think. It'd have been my third. Maybe my second, I don't know. Regardless. So it was a double order. It's like $17, a double order for Mod Market and Five Guys. And Five Guys. They'd be like, "What'd you have for lunch?" "I had some Five Guys." Does anybody think like that? Does anybody think that? I I bet they did it on purpose too. I was in there today and there's like, in the ladies' bathroom, they all had like this half naked, like, weight, like, bodybuilder man in there on the wall. I'm like, sexist. And I was like sitting there and I'm like wondering, I'm like, I wonder if if the men's bathroom has like a lady or something, or if it's the same dude. Who knows? It was all an advertisement for Five Guys. They're like, so and so eats Five Guys once a week to improve his bodybuilding. Five Guys. Yeah, so anyways, I could say so many things, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to move on from the Five Guys thing. And so anyways, so it's for Mod Market and Five Guys. And so I get to Mod Market, and it's not sitting there. They usually have like all the orders sitting up front on this table. And it wasn't sitting there, so I went around to Five Guys, and I was like, "Hey, I'm here to pick up an order for Ben." And the dude's like, "Nope, it's not ready yet." I'm like, "Okay." So I go back to Mod Market, and I'm like looking for it, and it's not there. And so I go outside, and I'm like walking, just kind of like hanging around out front, and mess around on my phone. So then I go back into Five Guys, and no bin order yet. Five Guys is so slow. I'm gonna stop doing Five Guys because I'm always waiting at Five Guys. It's like they're super busy and they have 2 people working there. So maybe 3. Sometimes it's like 2. So I don't think I'm gonna do Five Guys anymore. Anyways, that's beside the point. So anyways, I go back to Mod Market, and there's this guy that's sitting like in back, and he's been sitting there every time I come in. And so I'm like, this guy comes out and puts another order down. It's not my order. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, hey, can I get an ETA for this Rob McKenzie? And the guy comes like, he's like, oh, he's like, this has happened like every week for like last 3 weeks. He's like, we get an order for Rob McKenzie, but it never comes through on the system. And he's like, so this guy here, and when I said that, the guy's like, me too. And I'm like, what? Yeah, so he was waiting for the Rob McKenzie order too. He's like, the guy is like, yeah, this has happened like every week, 3 times a week. I think it's like DoorDash. Because so the order was like 7 miles away. And the Five Guys was like, they're only going to pay you like $6.50. So I know that I'm not going to take that order. Hell no, I'm not going to take that order because it takes you way out south of Green Mountain where there's nothing. There is no food establishments anywhere for, so many miles. And it even tells you, DoorDash has now started telling you, oh, you're out of your service area. That's because that's where you sent me, you fuck. So anyways, sorry, my mom asked me not to say that word so often. So, okay, Mom, I'm not going to. If you're going to watch it, I won't say that word so often. Okay, and she's not like all naggy about it. She's like, she's super sweet about it, so it's whatever. I'll try for you, Mom. But don't get hung up on semantics. So anyways, so I'm stuck doing the stupid, and I think that's why they do it, because nobody's gonna take that Five Guy. And so they're like, okay, well, we're going to pretend we have this Rob McKenzie who's going to have like a $10 order. And we think in our head, okay, well, a $10 order usually like, has a potential, a very good potential of being like at least, $12. So, you're like, okay, and then 12 plus this other order. Hell yeah. So, of course, I'm going to take it. But now I don't know. I mean, especially if it's Rob McKenzie. Rob McKenzie can come get his freaking Mod Market. Yeah, so that was pretty frustrating. That kind of set my day off not in a good direction. And then my phone cord charger thing stopped working. And it's been kind of acting funky, and I wasn't sure if it was the cord, the phone, or the brick. I wasn't sure what it was. So I've been like through process of elimination trying to figure out what the fuck it was, because I left my one charger cord over at Tyler and Christie's like last week when I went over for ramen. And so when I never got it back. So, I'm driving to like, I end up going like way out east again, like just east of, I don't know how I get stuck. It's because of that double, that's what else they do. They like trick you into going farther. Oh, well, we only have this other one. It's only this, they don't tell you exactly where you're going. Anyway, so I'm like I'm just west of Federal. So frustrating. And so I look at my phone and it's almost dead, and I'm like, why? And it hasn't been charging for like most of the day probably. And so had to go get the phone cord from Tyler and Christie's, and that, I had to put the dash on pause, and my ankle hurts, and my right arm hurts so bad. It hurts bad. It hurts bad. I can hardly do nothing with this right arm. So it was a rough day. And it's sad because I woke up and I was, I did my meditation, and I was in a great mood, and even still, I was kind of a little off. I just wonder if it's Mercury. I wonder if it's the retrograde thing, or I wonder what planetary. I mean, this year, planets are going to be giving us all kinds of like havoc. They're going to be wreaking havoc in our lives, all kinds this year. Who knows for how long? So I don't know. I have to just figure out how to get around that. Yesterday, it threw my ass on the ground. It's like, take this. So I don't know. Who knows? And then the charter thing, supposed to be all kinds of technical things. So you're not going to get me Mercury. You're not going to get me retrograde. I'm going to be good. So I started listening. I mean, even Marilyn, I mean, I don't know why I want to call Marilyn Hicks. I don't know why. Abraham Hicks. Even they were getting on my nerves. Even I was like, you know what? I don't buy it. It just sounds hokey to me. Shut up, Abraham. I don't mean that. I'm just in place today, Abraham. Just in a place. So I started listening to this chick, and her name's Brene Brown. I'm sure y'all have heard of her. Some of you have. Like I said, I have a very large audience base, and so who knows what everybody listens to, right? Or everybody, what book somebody's picked up. So anyways, Brene Brown's pretty cool. She had some pretty clever stuff. You know, I just feel like I need to take some quiet time and evaluate all kinds of things. I mean, like I said, things are just like, I don't know, feeling shaky today, and I don't like that. I don't want it to be like that. So I want tomorrow to be much better, and you know, I don't know. Even Marilyn Hicks, I mean, Abraham Hicks, Abraham. Even Abraham Hicks, I mean, I've been taking all that into consideration, and, you know, maybe I'm just giving myself too much, or maybe I just need to be patient, and that's what Abraham says, just be patient. And, you know, they talk about pinching off the flow, and maybe I'm needing to figure out where I'm pinching the flow. I don't know. I just want it not to be shaky like it was today. I don't like it. Maybe it was just from falling on my ass yesterday. I'm just feeling a little bit shaky from falling on my ass, you know, and I'm walking kind of slow, and I hate that because stupid ankle, and the shoes I wore today didn't help because they were the same shoes that I wore yesterday that I fell in. I just felt like they were comfortable yesterday, even after, but yeah, today they didn't work, so I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of different footwear for tomorrow, and I can't even get comfortable because it hurts so bad. Oh. I fell hard. I hurt my ankle bad. I'm alright. I'm tough. I soldier on. That's what I'm doing. I'm soldiering on. So this has been just I don't know. I took a Vicodin when I got home because my arm and my ankle hurt, and so I'm feeling a little bit loopy. You know, I'm very glad that I didn't use a lot of that Vicodin when I had my oral surgery, because they're coming in handy now. Thank you for my moderation. I have some pretty good moderation where that's concerned, so now I just need to work on that damn sugar thing. But I'll get it. Anyways, I'm gonna say goodnight, and you guys have a great night. I love you, and don't forget to live abundantly.